everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you're keeping well and welcome back to my channel. In today's recipe, we're going to be making a lovely and crispy chicken and potato donut. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. In case you missed my last video, I made some delicious samosas with 2 different fillings and 2 different shapes. So be sure to check it out. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Let's start off by putting 2 medium-sized potatoes on to boil. Now we're going to boil our chicken. Now I've got 500 grams of chicken on the bone here, but you can use boneless if you prefer, in which case you only need 300 grams. To this we're going to add 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste and half a teaspoon each of chili powder and salt. So let's just give it a really good stir, and then we're going to cover it and cook it until the chicken is ready. Now I've only put enough water to just cover the chicken so that it can cook in its juices, and we want the water to completely dry and just be left with the chicken at the end. As you can see, our chicken is completely cooked and all the water has dried. So now we can take it out and shred it. Now this is a great recipe for any leftover chicken that you have. You don't have to boil it fresh. If you've made a chicken curry or a chicken roast and you've got some leftover chicken, why not reutilize it and make these delicious donuts with it? Once your potatoes have boiled, we're going to take them out, peel off the skin and mash them thoroughly. To this we're going to add 2 tablespoons of melted butter. This is just to give them a lovely, smooth, silky and creamy texture. Now to this we're going to add half a teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of oregano just to season our potatoes. Mix it all in thoroughly and then add in your shredded chicken to the mixture. Now it's time to add some spices. Finally, to our mixture, we're going to add half a teaspoon of garlic powder and a nice big bunch of coriander to add some lovely freshness to it. Now, if you want to give it a nice chili hit, let's add 2 finely sliced green chilies and 1 teaspoon of chili sauce. This is completely optional and you don't need to add this if you don't want to, but I love my chicken donuts to have a nice spicy flavor to them. Now let's give it all another quick mix, and then we're going to add half a cup of grated cheddar cheese and half a cup of grated mozzarella. I like to add both the different cheeses because I feel the mozzarella gives it the nice stringiness and the cheddar adds lots of flavour to it. Let's mix everything in thoroughly one last time, and here we have our final mixture that's ready to roll into our donut shape. We're going to be covering our donuts with breadcrumbs before we fry them. Now making breadcrumbs at home is super easy to do. All you need to do is take a couple of pieces of bread and break them up into small chunks and add them to your blender. There's no need to toast your bread before you do this. Using it raw is perfectly fine to do. Just blend it until you get a nice fine crumb. Let's whisk 1 egg. We're going to use this to dip our donuts into before coating with the breadcrumbs. To assemble our donuts, we need a little bit of water in case our mixture gets sticky, our breadcrumbs that we've made, our egg that we've just whisked, and of course our chicken and potato mixture. Take a little bit of your mixture and roll it into a ball in your hands. Now press it flat into a burger style patty shape. Once you're happy with the shape, we're going to use something to make a hole in the middle. Now if you have a cookie cutter, you can use that, but I don't have one, so I'm just using this brush because it has a round edge at the bottom. So you're just going to push this right through the middle just so you can make a hole. As you can see, it's made a nice round circle. Then you're going to turn it over and push your finger through there to get a nice round hole at the back. Just flatten out the edges to make sure it's nice and smooth and resembles a donut shape. See, there you have it. You can see it actually looks like a real donut. All your guests are going to be amazed to have this savoury donut. So let's just take it straight into our egg. Going to be really gentle. And then you take it straight into our breadcrumb mix. Just cover it with your breadcrumbs. Turn it over. Cover it again. Making sure you've got breadcrumbs in the hole. And then gently with your finger, push the breadcrumbs through the hole on both sides. And there you have it, your donut is ready. Wasn't that easy to do? Let me show you how to make it one more time. Now if you want, once you've made these donuts, you don't have to use them straight away. You can actually put them in the freezer and freeze them for a couple of weeks. And then whenever you want to make them fresh, you can just fry them and serve them to your guests. So let's go through the steps again. Pat it into a nice flat patty and then poke a hole through the middle, making sure that you've pushed the hole through all the way. Now use your finger to go through the hole and flatten out the backside to make sure you've got that lovely donut shape. Once you're happy with the shape, dip it into your egg and then coat it on both sides, being very gentle not to let it break. Then take it straight into your breadcrumbs and cover it generously with breadcrumbs all around both sides and through the middle. Use your finger to poke through the breadcrumbs to make sure you've got that hole so you get that authentic donut shape. Now that you've shaped your donuts, keep them in the fridge for 1 hour or in the freezer for half an hour, just to make sure that it can set properly and your breadcrumbs don't fall off when you fry them. And there you have it, our wonderful donuts are ready to fry. Now heat up your oil to a nice medium heat and then put them in one by one. Fry them on one side for a couple of minutes before turning them over and frying them for a further few minutes on the other side until they have a lovely brown colour. Your delicious savoury chicken donuts are ready to be served. Absolutely amazing and crispy on the outside and nice and soft and succulent on the inside. Don't they look delicious? Serve them with your favourite sauces and chutneys. Here I've got a lovely chili ketchup, a garlic mayo and a green coriander chutney that all go brilliantly with these delicious donuts. Delicious.